new healthy lifestyle. As you know, I'm doing the LCHF diet. Prefer to call it the LCHF healthy way of life. I start today, which is the 19th of September 2016, and I weighed in this morning my starting weight of now 72.6 kilos. So my binge weekend was fun, enjoyable, lots of food and drinks were had, and the scale sure did show that, my big sugar and carb intake after the weekend splurges. But you know, I'm focused now. I'm still reading the great book, the Real Meal Revolution book, which is really good and helpful and interesting actually to learn about how carbs are not really needed in our diet. So it's really interesting to read. So today I got up this morning, the kids got up, rushed around, you know, got them ready for school for the kids, which is still hard when you know, little toddlers don't finish their yummy hot Vegemite toast and they go, "Here mum, you have it." It was a bit hard this morning to go, "Oh yeah, I can't, I'm just going to give it to the dogs." So that was my first little challenge this morning. And then it was smelling all the breads and things that the kids were eating for breakfast. I thought, oh, I'm so hungry, but I'm deciding to eat breakfast late. I know if I start, when I get up at 6 a.m, I have breakfast normally at 6:30, like omelette or toast. I'm starving by 9 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is do the fasting. So my last meal is around 7:30 p.m. at night, and I'm going to not eat anything till 14 hours later. So about 10 a.m. I'm going to eat my breakfast. So then hopefully have a small lunch around 1 p.m. and then dinner around 6:30. 7 o'clock each day. So we're going to see how that goes. I made my spinach chorizo and 2 egg omelette with a bit of mozzarella cheese for breakfast this morning. I've let it cool down. I've packed it into a little lunch container. I'm going to take it to work with me this morning and hopefully eat that around 10:30. And then hopefully that will fill me up, carrying me over to a late lunch around 1:30, which is just like a coleslaw, cabbage, red cabbage, green cabbage, tiny little bit of carrot, and celery. So that's a little 150 gram salad I've packed for myself with a bit of lemon juice, a bit of pepper. And for dinner I'm just going to have a bit of beef mince, a bit of mozzarella cheese, and probably about 200 grams of cauliflower and broccoli pieces. And for snacks, if I get a bit hungry, I'm going to have probably a handful of raw almonds. So I was surprised checking my Fitness Pal this morning that mozzarella cheese, my favourite cheese that I love putting on anything, is actually high in protein and high in fat. So I was actually going to add it to every meal that I eat, but then I realised my protein intake was through the roof. So I've got to be careful with the mozzarella cheese not to go overboard, because it's yeah, very high in protein as well. I want to try and keep my protein low and my fats higher. So it's 7:30 now. I'm on my way to work. I'm not too hungry this morning, probably because I'm still full for so much junk over the weekend, so much, you know, processed foods and hamburgers and pies and chips and so much chocolate and Maltesers and ice cream. So that's all behind me now, so we'll see how we go tonight. So I'm just having my breakfast now. It's 11:30 and omelette hasn't tasted this good since ever. So it is 3 o'clock and I'm starving. This is the time when I normally be bad and run down to the shops and get a packet of Maltesers or go buy a Mars bar or something like that. So right now I'm sitting in my desk thinking, what can I do? It's crazy, I'm hungry, I need sugar. Hey, okay, so it's 6:30, I'm starving. I've just finished cooking my porterhouse steak that was on special. So my dinner is complete. I've got it right here. Steak, veggies and butter. So yeah, so I've noticed today I haven't been too hungry. Come 3 o'clock when I normally stuffing sugar into my mouth was a bit of a, you know, hard phase. but that was okay. I went and had some macadamia nuts, which were yum. Normally I have a lot of fruit in the afternoon, so I just kept myself busy, walking around at work, drinking lots of water. Came home, cooked the kids dinner, had my dinner, well, get my dinner prepared. Kids didn't finish having their dinner, so now it's time for me to eat my dinner. And yeah, see how I go tomorrow. Hopefully less hungry. I have noticed, because in my previous diets I don't put butters or fats or oils in my food. So I've noticed today, after having that butter, cheese, chorizo omelette, my forehead was very, very oily. It still is very oily now. And for lunch I just had that salad with the cabbage and that, which was fine. So I think that after this butter, steak and veggie dinner, I'm going to have very oily skin. So I'm going to have to see if my skin does actually clear up, or from having so much butter, if I'm just going to break out a lot of pimples. Who knows? But day 1 complete. I'm feeling good. I'm not too bloated, which is good, because normally after a lot of carbs, junk food in the afternoon, I look about 6 months pregnant come 7 o'clock. But today I'm happy with my stomach. It doesn't feel full of junk, and I'm not too tired or exhausted. So running off 3 meals, which is good, with the nuts as a snack. So day 1 complete. Woohoo! Let's see how we go tomorrow. Thanks for watching.